Thank you.
I'll call the Library Building Committee meeting to order. This is a hybrid meeting at Old Town Hall. The listing of matters of those reasonably anticipated by the chair which may be discussed at the meeting. Now, items listed may be in fact be discussed, and other items not listed may also be brought up for discussion for the extent permitted by law. The date is September 26, 2024, and it's 3:03. We'll ask for a roll call of the members of the building committee, starting with Britt.
Britt Real.
James Aguirre.
Mark Rock.
Pat Gales.
Ken Pacheco.
Mark Tavares.
Nicole
Ron
Mello.
O'Connor.
And Ryan, thank you. Just not gonna call.
Ron, are you gonna call the meeting for the Board of Trustees?
Might be muted.
He's not muted.
No.
Ron, he muted himself. I heard him say that.
Ron O'Connor, present.
Yes,
Ron, are you gonna call the Board of Trustees?
No, why don't you do that?
Okay.
Right.
The Board of Trustees will be called to order. Ann Meissen. Rita Trustee.
Ron O'Connor.
You did great. That was perfect.
I'll have that turned in this for you.
we also have the appointment. Ron, are you standing?
That's driving. He's saluting.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna get updates regarding project work streams, starting with the building infrastructure. Jimmy, you want to do that?
Sure, yeah. So I'm not sure if any of you have been by, the new ramp is well underway, it's just about completed. I think both of them came out excellent. So Plan B will be wrapping up within the next several days. They're not done, but they're done for now. I need to get some plumbing and electrical infrastructure completed before they can return. I also need to get the columns sandblasted. They're gonna install the columns. So Brian Patch has another job he can go to. He said he can return at any time once we're ready, so it's not like we're gonna lose him, but they will be ceasing in the next few days. The work that will be ongoing, as I said, will be plumbing, electrical. I also contacted the contractor who did the patio next door at COA to come and look at the flat work that needs to be done for the sidewalk repairs and at the base of each ramp. I'm gonna work with Granite City Partners to make sure that we, whatever we do there, works with the landscape, the parking lot, meets the slope requirements for accessibility, et cetera, et cetera. I did contact, finally, an engineering firm for the HVAC. I'm gonna meet them next week. My plan, hopefully, is to get that out to bid before I go on vacation in November. So at least that process, when I return, we could probably mobilize over the winter. That said, I am gonna let the committee know that currently the only heat in that building is that old oil-fired furnace. I think we may need it for a few months during the winter to keep work ongoing. So we may have to find the funding to get some oil delivered, and it uses quite a bit of oil, so not something I want to do, but I think it's something we have to do.
Well, is that the library's budget in generally?
For operational, yeah, do you have any
No, I
operational?
don't have utilities for 207, no.
But we did over the 395.
In 395, but it's not, I mean, we don't have any utilities for the unit or for town hall.
But we don't have that in our budget, so.
No,
Our budget, I forget.
no, there's no utilities in the library budget.
Our budget.
There was none in fiscal year 24, and there's none in 25.
How much money are we talking about?
We were going to $1,000 a month.
Ron? Did you hear any of that? No, I don't think so.
We're all under one account.
They are. I can converse with the selectmen and let them know last year that is where the money came from. However, all budgets, cut this year.
Right.
So I think it's gonna be difficult. I would hate to use, project funds for that, but it's something we're gonna have to consider.
This is why we wanted that plan a lot sooner so that we could start
Exactly.
this process and they actually cost the
Exactly,
town some money.
exactly. They did. We'll certainly do the best we can. They don't, the contractors don't need it 65 degrees in there, but they do need it above freezing.
Sure.
So I think the sweet spot for contract is usually 50, 55,
Mhm.
so.
Do you have an idea of how long you think you may need to use that?
Depend.
It's probably will go through February, which will get us to the turn in the winter, so.
So like 3 months?
Yeah.
3 months.
Right. And of course, it's the worst 3 months.
And who knows
Yeah,
what it will be.
right.
Have we contacted BP? Is BP students able to do any of the work?
So I was told that electrical is a possibility, but there's been no commitment from BP as of yet. And they have not reached out to us. I left the ball in their court to reach out to us when they were ready, so. I know there's been some staffing changes
Yes,
over there, so I don't know if that has
That may
anything
have
to do with
something
it.
to do with it. Anybody have any questions?
I have a question about, the wall that goes up on the ramp, because I went yesterday and looked around. So that wall's high, how tall are the bookshelves gonna be against that
You
wall?
talk the ones in front of the
In
ramp?
front of the ramp,
Yeah,
yeah.
the little 7-foot tall bookshelves.
So is that almost to the top?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 7.5-foot wall, right?
There's only a few inches.
A few
that'll be
inches,
less.
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, because I was kind of looking at it, saying how you're going to tie it into the rest of the building. We talked about it like an archway or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah, that whole wall will be covered by books.
And there's
Okay.
gonna be a canopy top on the top of the bookshelf, so it's basically gonna cover the entire wall.
Okay,
So the
okay.
bookshelves plus the canopy top is pretty much
All
gonna
right, so
cover.
that takes
cover it,
care
yeah.
of that. So
Yeah,
it's just like the entranceway.
Right,
Yeah, okay.
exactly.
I did look at the ramps today, both of them, and they look good.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're really good.
They do. They're an excellent contractor.
Yeah.
They really are. We're lucky we found them. So if you went there, the two of you went there, you could see at the base of the ramp, we do have to do some concrete
Yeah,
work. And then there was sidewalks that were pre-existing that were in deplorable condition out front that I had removed.
Yeah.
We need to fix those.
Yeah.
So like I said, next Tuesday, I'm meeting there with Tom Ferry and GCP to discuss how we're gonna do all that. The question from a staffing perspective, on the employee entrance side, I plan to incorporate both the landing for the stairway and the entrance to the ramp in one large concrete slab. That will take a little bit away from parking, but I thought you wouldn't really want any parking there anyway, because it's the entrance to the stairs.
Yeah,
and the-
yeah.
Would you agree?
yeah, I think that's a good
Okay,
call.
okay,
Yeah, do you agree? Yeah, I think it makes sense. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, I noticed that when I went there, what was gonna, what was
Right.
planned for that.
right.
In fact, I didn't think there was, from a certain angle, I didn't think there was the 5 feet or more, but there is. When you
Yeah.
go next to it,
There is, yeah, there is.
Any other questions about the building? If not, then we'll move to the budget.
Okay, so as per the committee's request, the town accountant did submit to me an updated fund tracking sheet. I received it right before the meeting, so I emailed it out to all of you right before the meeting. So if you don't have it now, it's understandable. It is in your email boxes. Basically, what it shows is that available funds for the special article we're currently on are at 320,000 and change. We have the CPC funds, which we're not going to touch. That was supposed to go to the HVAC. That's at 323 even. We have the 200,000 HVAC grant. For ADA funds, we have 16,000 and change remaining. But what this doesn't take into account, the discretionary funds under the library's purview, that's the state-funded MEG totaling $46,720.05. And the library gift account, which right now, as of today, without the golf tournament in there, is $58,903 and change. So that means with discretionary funds, we have 105,000 and change to supplement the project budget.
Yeah.
And the discretionary funds are not captured in this particular sheet, but that doesn't mean they're not there. They are, and they're completely unrestricted and can be used per wherever they're needed.
That's good to know.
And I do hope to get another batch of between maybe 15,000 to 20,000 state aid to convey this fiscal year. And we got to wrap up the application process this week, which I will. I have no choice because it's due at the end of next week. So it will be wrapped up next week. And so that'll add to that. And then there's also the golf tournament, additional fundraisers for this year that are coming. So that the discretionary funds are getting added too. So that's good.
Anybody have any questions regarding that? No questions? Grants and fundraising?
I think I kind of tied that in. Yeah.
Thank you. And community updates and information.
I do want to point out that we did a recent Facebook post about, behind the scenes photos and extra renovations and, Facebook is Facebook. It's not the be all end all, of course,
No.
but it's a good sense of the pulse. And if I can get double-digit likes on any post, I think that's pretty good. But the likes on this particular post with the photos right now, as of yesterday, we're at 111. So we're in triple-digit likes.
Yeah.
People have
And
been
lots of comments. Yes,
excited.
yes. So that's a good,
Once they see
That's great.
something, they've gotten very excited.
yeah. So I think that was worth reporting because it's a good indication of, like I said, Facebook's not the be all end all. Not everybody has Facebook or social media.
Yeah.
But the fact that we got triple-digit likes when I celebrate double-digit likes
Right.
is I think good.
Yeah, I agree.
Great. Good news.
Review, discuss, and act on Plan B's payment for request for weeks 5 and 6.
Yep, so I have weeks 5 and 6 submittals. They came in today. I reviewed them, verified all the hours worked, and they are accurate as I expected. They run in line with the other ones that we have approved. And then I'll read this one off and then I'll go into what we can expect after this. So this one totals $23,310 even. It's labor only to date. He being Brian Patch, has not received the materials costs for the ramp, and there's still some miscellaneous things that need to be done. So according to Plan B, in addition to this, before he leaves and waits for us to get some more work done, we should get one more invoice for around $25,000. So that'll bring the total expenditures to date, including this, what we've expended through weeks 1 through 4, and the invoice that we don't yet have in our receipt, to about $90,000. And I think everyone realizes through that letter that we submitted that we thought Plan Bs would be about $135,000 in total, maybe. So it looks like we're right on par with what we budgeted, which is good to report. So this particular invoice, I'm looking for approval to pay this, or through the library director, have this paid for $23,310 for weeks 4 and 5. I'm sorry, 5 and 6.
Did they get paid for the week 3 and 4?
They did, it's on the updated budget that the payment has been distributed.
He received one check, that second check just went out.
Okay.
So this would be his third check, yes.
I'll entertain a motion then to approve Plan B's invoice for $23,310.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? If not, I'll call for a vote, starting with Britt.
Aye.
Aye.
Mark Crockett, guy.
Pat Gales, aye.
Ken Pacheco, aye.
Mark Forrest, aye.
Nicole Mello, aye.
Ron?
You must be abstaining.
He's muted.
He's in a no here zone.
It could be.
Yeah.
It passes unanimously. You guys have to make a motion.
I'll entertain a motion.
Oh, there we go.
Step down as fake chair and move that we pay $23,310 for week 5 and 6. I second.
So you made the motion?
I second. Aye. 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 Fake Ron.
I'll be fake
Motion
wrong.
passes.
It passes.
So in the minutes, do I write fake chair? Or do I just write-
Fake chair.
Okay, all right, you got it.
I like that.
Next agenda item, a letter from the ADA coordinator, Jonathan Gale. I understand we do not have
I
the,
have not received any communication, Jonathan, on that. So I have nothing to report on that, unless you send it to somebody else, which I don't think is the case.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Okay, so I have nothing to report on that.
So we'll continue that agenda item till
Table it, yeah.
the next meeting. Table. I don't think it requires it. A notification of Board of Selectmen of fundraising subcommittee. I think Ron and I were supposed to. Ron, are you there? I believe we were supposed to submit a letter, which,
I kept it, I didn't take it off, I didn't know the status of it, so I left it on because it was
I guess.
better to leave it on than take it off. I
Yeah,
guess.
from my point of view, it hasn't happened, so.
Okay, okay.
But I will be in touch with Ron. Okay. Everybody had an opportunity to read the minutes, September 12th. I will, any corrections or errors? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of September 12th, 2024 meeting.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? If not, I'll call for a vote, starting with Britt.
Brett, abstain?
James Aguirre, aye.
Mark Rocky guy.
Pat Gales, aye.
Campuchico, aye.
Mark Tavares, aye.
Nicole
Nicole Mello, I.
and Ron? It passes.
So this is a point of order question. Do I put down that Ron is an aye? Is he abstain? Like, what do I?
He didn't vote.
Nothing, okay.
Nothing.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
perfect.
I think you.
Technical difficulty.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I think it's a dead
Yeah,
zone.
Okay.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Thank you.
You think he's dead?
No.
No.
That's tragic.
No, just in a dead zone.
That is not making the minutes.
Moment of silence.
We discussed our next meeting for October 3rd. Is that the one that,
Is that the one that, yeah,
I thought that's what
I think-
Jonathan's.
I think October 3rd was the one that Jonathan said.
I thought that you went to every other week.
We did, but I,
October 3rd was
One or two of
mentioned.
us who weren't available the next week, me being one of them.
October 10th, I'm not.
Yeah, no, right, I remember that. I do remember that date being chosen to have the discussion from the people from the state, so I don't know if that's still confirmed or not.
I'll be on a train on the 3rd and the 10th, so I might be able to.
So it's the third next Thursday?
Next Thursday.
Mhm.
I got a text from Jonathan saying he'll be home Thursday night. So I'm wondering if that means,
That means he won't be here.
and he won't be doing Zoom because he'll probably be in flight.
right,
So I know you're not gonna be here, Pat, but you're okay with October 10th, us having that meeting, or
You can meet without me, I'll let you.
do we see a need for that meeting, or should we wait till the 17th, or which will be 3 weeks
There's a good chance I won't be available either for that meeting
for the 10th?
on the 10th, yeah, but I can do the payment rec.
Yeah. If that's the way, yeah.
I just not be able to physically sign it.
Yeah, okay,
Information.
all right, yep,
That's
sure.
okay. All right.
As a point, that final invoice, would that be just for the wheelchair, the handicap?
Yeah, final,
Okay.
this time period.
Right, because I'm gonna pull some of those funds from the ADA grant to pay for
Okay.
that. So I just wanna make sure I'm, yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah,
okay.
perfect.
So what's the pleasure of the committee?
I thought they,
For next week.
Jonathan was gonna work on October 24th to have the grant people come.
Remember,
I think that's
Was it the 24th
correct.
or the 3rd?
That was the 24th.
initially it was the 3rd, okay, maybe
Yeah, but then it
there was
got,
discussion that,
yeah,
so do we want to meet on the 10th? The 17th?
Whatever is your pleasure.
The only concern is if it would delay Plan B's last payment.
If we,
Yeah, we didn't, so.
so why don't we meet on the 10th? I know a couple members won't be present, but meet on the 10th at 3 o'clock.
We have a meeting after that, don't we?
I believe so.
And we have a friends meeting after that.
Yep,
There's a meeting tonight too, isn't there?
Mhm.
Is there a meeting
It's a
tonight?
presentation
A
tonight
presentation.
Twilight
on the
Zone.
Twilight Zone.
yeah, I have it down.
Mr. Rod Sterling, Mr. Rod
Yep.
Sterling is presenting.
Yes, yes, yes.
From the
Are
grave.
you gonna have a
From the
cigarette?
grave.
Cigarette?
No, I'm not.
No, he died of lung cancer.
Yeah, hard, yeah. Actually, there's a bit of trivia on why you would smoke cigarettes on screen, but you gotta come to the top to find out what that trivia is.
Oh,
Are you really doing it?
he really is.
That's tonight?
It's 6.
I'm not smoking the cigarette, but I'm really giving the talk.
6:30. I mean, yeah, 6:30.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, wow. I'll be there.
I can't make the Lions either. so.
Busy girl.
Is there any other concerns or anything people want to bring up? Boy, this meeting really went fast, and the only difference is that Ron. Available. I'm assuming still can't hear us.
He still can't hear you.
Or he can't talk to defend himself.
Ron
One of the
and
two.
Duncan.
Or he's screaming at the steering wheel right now.
If there's nothing else, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Call for roll call vote.
Britt, aye.
James Aguirre, aye.
Mark Rocknick, aye?
Pat Gales, aye.
Campuchico, aye.
Mark Tavares, aye.
Nicole Mello, I.
Thank you.
You're not even gonna ask Ron?
No, he's muted.
I asked for
We.
a motion
stop the
to adjourn.
recording.
I make a motion
Oh, wait,
to
wait.
adjourn. Ann Meitzen, aye.
You didn't second it.
Oh, I was second it. I stepped in to second it. Ann Meitzen, aye. Rita Russo, aye.
Any
We're adjourned.
discussion?
No
It's a
discussion.
non-discussable item.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right, we're adjourned? Okay.
We're adjourned also.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye, Nicole. Bye, Ron.
Aye.